Trump is imposing a 25% tariff on Canadian goods entering the US, calling it economic war. Now, how do tariffs work? Well, when a US company imports Canadian goods, they'll have to pay the tariff to the US government, meaning they'll have to pass that increased cost on to their citizens, increasing inflation. Now, when you use a term like economic war, you accept the fact that you are willing to pose a certain amount of pain on your own people to achieve a certain outcome. Now, what kind of outcome is Trump looking for? Well, it could be a distraction. Look over there. He's also called for increased security on the Canadian-US border to try and stop the illegal flow of people and drugs entering the United States. He's also suggested that the US is subsidizing Canadian trade to the tune of $200 billion. I'm not sure exactly what he means by that, other than the fact that Canada does export more to the United States than we import, unless you don't factor in oil. Trump has also talked about Canada becoming the 51st state of the United States. And that makes me think, well, maybe Trump should adopt the Canadian currency, because he's starting to sound a little loony. The reality is, Canadian businesses and employees are getting caught up in this very real threat. We spoke to two large manufacturing companies in town. One generates 40% of its revenue from exports to the United States, and another 75%. Nationally, $3.6 billion crosses the Canadian-US border on an annual basis, and that supports 2.3 million Canadian jobs and 1.4 million US jobs. There's a lot at stake. At a time when we need strong leadership, our government's ability to take strong action is greatly impeded by the fact that our Prime Minister, Justin Trudeau, has prorogued Parliament until March 24th. We urge Prime Minister Trudeau to reconvene Parliament as soon as possible to deal with this very urgent threat. Our local economy, the nation, depend on it.